Hello YouTube and welcome to another Big Finish review. In this Big Finish review I'm looking at the Fires of Vulcan, the 12th release from the monthly range, so it's a pretty early release. So without further ado, let's look at how this story is presented. So the cover, booklet and the discs, and then we shall go on to my overall thoughts on the story. So on the cover we have the Doctor Who logo there, we have Mel and the 7th Doctor there, and we have Mount Vesuvius erupting there. So it's quite a striking artwork, and I genuinely do like it. For an early release it has pretty good artwork. So we have brand new full cast audio drama. Obviously it's quite an old release now. An original audio drama starring Sylvester McCoy and Bonnie Langford. On the side we have Doctor Who. Now I really do like the sort of first 15 Big Finish releases, sort of spined. It has this sort of retro look. Hopefully I can just get it right. There we are. Doctor Who Fires of Vulcan at number 12. I just think it sort of stands out a lot. And on the back we just have red, probably to symbolise lava. There we have the story, what the story is about, so do feel free to pause. And we have the running time, 110 minutes approx. So that's basically the cover. Now let's look at the booklet and the discs. Okay, so here is the booklet. So if we open it up, we have some sort of notes about it. Then we have pictures of the cast members and about the recording of the story. Then we have the radio times listing, so if this story was actually broadcast on telly, this is what it may have looked like in the TV guidebooks there. And on the last sort of bit we have upcoming Big Finish releases and other projects Big Finish like Bernie Summerfield are doing. And we have advertisement for Doctor Who novels there. There we are. And then on the back we have just some information from the writer of the story, and we have Big Finish would like to thank there. And the discs are exactly like the cover. There we have the 7th Doctor, and hopefully you can see Mel there. And the artwork is exactly the same for both discs. Then we have a lovely picture of Sylvester McCoy and Bonnie Langford. So that is basically the cover and the discs. Now let's go into my overall thoughts. Okay, so now onto my overall thoughts on this story. Fires of Vulcan, wow, what a romp of an adventure. It is a pure historical story, but it is fantastic. It does have some timey-wimey elements which tie in nicely at the end. The cast are fantastic. Sylvester McCoy gives a really good performance, a fantastic performance, and does show a very mysterious side and a sort of mortality side of his Doctor. But McCoy isn't the best performer in this story. Bonnie Langford steals this, and you may be shocked, Mel, how can she steal this? Well, the difference between her and on audio is completely different to her TV counterpart. The way I would describe the difference between Mel on audio to TV is TV version of Mel is Clara from Series 7, and Mel on audio is Clara from Series 8. That's the only way I can sort of describe the difference of her character. On audio, Mel is more mature. She's, well, I would say a lot more wiser, so you could say she's been travelling with the Doctor for a bit. But we see a darker side of Mel's character. What seeing her on TV, you wouldn't think it's possible seeing a dark side of Mel, but on this story you really do see a dark side of Mel's character, which is fantastic. And this story really does give Bonnie Langford something to dig her teeth into. The cliffhangers are brilliant, especially part 2 and 3 are my favourites, I suppose, out of those. The musical score is fantastic, really heightening the atmosphere of the story. Overall, I think this is a must. Despite it's out of print, I think this is truly worth getting, because it's written by the bloke who wrote Blood of the Daleks, and that has a huge iconic status. And for a pure historic story, this deserves really good recognition. It's probably my favourite Sylvester McCoy audio I've listened to, and I've listened to a fair few of his audios now, and I have to say this is my favourite one out of the ones I've listened to. The script really does capture Pompeii, especially when the volcano is erupting, giving us this very grim atmosphere. As I've said, the performances are brilliant, and it shows what a great pair
the Seventh Doctor and Mel are, because season 24 isn't a great series. I'm not a huge fan of it, but given the right stories, the Seventh Doctor and Mel really do shine, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what is in store for the Seventh Doctor and Mel next year, when they get a few more stories together. So hopefully we can carry on this great legacy. I know this is about 11 years old now, this audio, but if the Seventh Doctor and Mel were like that on TV, I think that would be a great pairing, and I have to say, this story is fantastic. Highly recommend it. It's great, and I will say this is better than the Fires of Pompeii. It is a great story. So this has been my review of the Fires of Vulcan. Fantastic story. Check it out. I don't care how you see it or listen. Well, listen to it. It's not visual. It is out of print, so if you really want to listen to this, then go on eBay or try other sites to get it. But Big Finish do obviously let you download it for £2, which is alright, but you don't get the physical copy. So it's alright if you just want to have the story, but if you're like me, liking to have the physical copy, then you're probably going to have to go on eBay to get it. But trust me, it's worth it. I enjoyed it, and I'd rate this story 9.5 out of 10. It's a fantastic story. Highly recommend it. Best Seventh Doctor audio I've listened to. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching my review of the Fires of Vulcan. Join me in my next review, whatever that will be, and I'll see you whenever. So for now, goodbye.